Welcome to 1260 Cleveland Avenue, Unit 319 in the Uptown District. This little video I wanted to put together so that we could show you all the little doodads, as we call them, the beautiful upgrades and remote controls and switches, and see what they all do in this amazingly upgraded home. These owners have spent about $150,000 on amazing upgrades that they made thinking this was going to be their forever home. And as it turned out, it's not, but somebody's going to be the lucky beneficiary of all these amazing upgrades. So let's go have a look. Come on in. And the first thing that we'll notice is there is an actual laundry room. This has been completely reconfigured. It used to be a very oddly shaped closet. And how do I know? Because I own the same floor plan in this complex. I know all there is to know about this building, lived here for 23 years, and this is a real laundry room. It's incredible, full stacked, and actually lots of room for storage as well. And if we come on out here into the main living space, you can see here we have 3 mini split energy efficiency units which do both heating and air conditioning. And here we have the remote control right here that operates that. Okay, so that's for the split mini unit. Coming on into this incredible gourmet chef's designer kitchen. Everything's been redone. There used to be walls here with a pass-through. That used to have a pass-through to the hallway. They have done this place up amazingly. One of the amazing features about this Culinary Delight kitchen is this oven is a combination convection microwave oven. It is amazing. This I've never seen before. It's a dual zoned range where you can cook 2 things at the same time in different temperatures, or you can remove this and cook 1 thing at the same temperature. But you can do 2 different things, 2 different temperatures, 2 different zones and times. It's kind of amazing. They also put in this Viking induction range, which is the closest thing to gas control for cooking. It is a chef's delight. It's amazing. And they have a fully built-in downdraft, which takes out the exhaust from this vent here, which pops up. I won't operate it now, but it does. One thing that some people might find a little strange is this European style size fridge. I lived in Japan for a long time. Compared to that, this is a huge fridge, but it is smaller than the traditional Western fridge. But since we live so close to Trader Joe's and Ralph's, about a 30-second to 1-minute walk, depending on how slowly you walk, 5 minutes down the street is Whole Foods. This couple just thought, you know what, we're going to buy our stuff fresh, a couple times a week. So they bought this amazing fridge. So this usually they use for wine storage above here. Something interesting about all these custom cabinets is they all have electrical outlets in them. This has lots of amazing features for drawer storage. And as I mentioned, everything has electrical outlets. So I think there's one in the very back there on the top. I know that there is one in most of these, in these glass containers, glass cabinets, I should say. There's electrical outlet here. And if you look at the very top there, there's electrical outlets there. So if somebody wanted to put in some kind of light features, under cabinet lighting up there, it is completely set up for that. So, oops, forgot to close the oven there. Okay, and then here we have our dishwasher, which looks like a cabinet built in, this amazing Bosch dishwasher. And this is an amazing kind of French country style sink, although it's undermounted. It also has a water filtration system, you can see down there. And the garbage disposal control is right in here. Now, these beautiful lights up here are incredible. The switches are right here. This is the power on button right here. You can see that goes off, and then the power button on. And then it also has a dimmer switch up and down for the dimmer. And the same with the recessed lights. This is the switch here for the recessed lights, on and off right here. Okay, moving right along. Now we're going to go into one of the primary bedrooms, which we have laid out as an office, but it actually can accommodate a king-size bed easily. The people who were renting this from the owners in the last 3 years had their king-size bed in here, and there was still plenty of room to spare. It's kind of maybe difficult to see with the furniture, but trust me, I've seen it and it works. Here we have a beautiful ceiling fan, which we also have in the other bedroom, which again helps facilitate coolness without the use of central air. And because they took out that central air, as I mentioned, in favor of the 3 energy efficient mini splits that produce heating and ventilation, air conditioning as well, These are zone controlled, so you don't have to cool down or heat up the whole place. It's really quite energy efficient and amazing. Over here, we have a switch, which is for the light in the closet, which is on the other side of this wall, and it is on a motion sensor. So if you leave it on all the time, it'll just go on when somebody goes in there. So let's go have a look at the rest of the bathroom. It's amazing. So this here, this control panel, this controls the ceiling fan. So you push this button, that's the power off for that button there, and then power on again, you hit the same button. This button here in the center, it doesn't appear to do anything. But how do I know it does? Because I have the same D plan just down the hall. I live in the same floor plan. And what it does is it turns on that electrical switch right there. So if you plugged in like a floor lamp or something like that, then you would see the power go on. So that's what that switch is for. And this one here, this switch is for this light right here. Now you might be wondering, what does this switch do? This switch is for if you put, which the owners did have, they had a mirror here with a backlight. And so right here is the hardwire, because all mirrors with backlighting have to be hardwired in. This controls that mirror here. And then there's an additional electrical outlet if you wanted to put anything else in there for you as well. One of my favorite features about this incredible master shower area is, in addition to the beautiful tile work, these people were animal lovers, and I said, please tell me that this is not for the cats. And the owner said, oh no, I'd like to walk into a shower that's warm. And I thought, what? Who thinks about that? So we turn on the hot water by putting your hands through there. I said, doesn't the water come out? And she said, only just a little bit, easy to wipe off, way better than walking into a cold shower. I agree. I think I'm jealous, and I may do that one day. This is the control panel for the lighting in the area. This is the light for the overhead can lighting here, okay? This is the light for the pendant lights here. This light, this switch here is for the exterior venting fan for the bathroom. Okay, and as you turn around, this is the master closet, a rather big primary closet, and there is the light motion sensor, and it'll stay on until somebody is not in the room for a little while, and then it'll switch off automatically. And this is the incredibly well laid out built-in closet area, complete with everything from room for shoes and so on. Oh, I didn't show you also, it's not really electrical switching, but there's additional built-in storage here for shoes, which is amazing. They've made use of every nook and cranny in this place. It's phenomenal. Okay, moving right along, we've done this main room. And I wanted to say about the floors. These are real hardwood floors. These are, I forget the exact name of the hardwood, and I will find out from the owner, but they're surfaced with a beautiful oil called KAHRS, K-A-H-R-S, which lengthens the lifetime of the floor and helps prevent it from scratching, wear, and tear, which is amazing. This was all hand redone by the owners just before we went on to market. So let's go have a look at the other primary suite. We put in a new door frame here because the owners actually had it kept completely open, because without kids, they just wanted to have, the lady of the house wanted a beautiful slipper soaking tub, which we'll see in a second, and then they had the beautiful shower over there, which we already saw. So let's go have a look. They separated. We have the toilet here, which has the whole Toto washlet here, which is really fun. And then we also have the inside, which has the lots of storage and the vanity and all that good stuff. It's absolutely beautiful. So around the corner here, this is where the original door was here, and then we backed it up there. So then here we have the slipper tub that we were talking about, and the lady of the house also enjoyed wanting to see a fireplace. So we have a smokeless fireplace here, which is run by ethanol. So it's kind of like the heating lamp oil. So you would remove this glass here, okay, like this, and then you would fill in, move this here, and you fill in the oil here, and then you would play with the aperture that you most like in terms of how high you want the flame. There is a little device that you can move that back and forth so you don't burn your fingers. And then you put the glass back, and then you have this beautiful little fireplace that you can enjoy from the tub. And then the lady of the house also had a TV here on the wall that had an angle bracket to it so that she could, enjoy TV or the fireplace at the same time. And so that is our very unusual, very incredible bathroom. This control here this is where the water comes out. Oops, sorry, this is the temperature control rather, sorry. This is where the water comes out. Water comes out here. And even though there is no shower here, it would be really easy to add the shower. So all you would need to do is adjust the piping here. So I would need to get a plumber. So you just get a plumber to put in a stand-up shower rod here with the shower and have, an old-fashioned what's it called? Shower ring, shower curtain with the ring around the bathtub, and you'd have a stand-up shower like in the older days. So if you wanted some character, you could do that. If you wanted to go a little higher end, and you didn't want a soaking tub, then you could also just easily, you can see this is clearly nicely framed out. You could easily enclose this in a what's it called? Pocket door or a barn door, or you could put some Japanese nora in here. That would be really cool as well. So this is the bathing area. I actually had a client who came by and said, this would be a perfect nursery for a baby, and mom sitting here, and the baby has the awesome bedroom with a balcony. So as you can see, we have our other mini split unit here. We have our 2 remote controls here. We have this remote control here, which controls the mini split. And we have the other remote control here, which controls the ceiling fan as well as the light. In addition to that remote control, we also have another one built into the wall, which also controls the ceiling fan light as well. Super cool. And the last switch that we'll talk about, I guess there's one here. This one is easy and obvious. This is for the exterior light on the balcony. And the last switch that we have to talk about is right here on the entrance. This switch here is for only one outlet. So remember how the last bedroom we had a switch that we didn't know what we did? This switch here is for one of the outlets over here, which this lamp is plugged into, but not that lamp. So that one is a manual operated one. Or you could just plug them obviously both into an extension on that'll be controlled by this. And then this light switch here is for the overhead recessed lights, which are also on a dimmer. And the last switch to talk about is these overhead lights. This one, there's one here on this side of the door, one here on the outside of the door. The reason this is perhaps a little unusual, this light switch here controls both of them because this door, as I mentioned earlier, used to be moved back here. And it was part of, it enclosed just the bedroom. So we decided to move this here, but the electrical is still there. So those are all the intricate switches of all of the incredible upgrades of this beautiful home here at 1260 Cleveland Avenue, number 319. It is incredible. We have 2 parking spaces that go along with the unit. One of them has a fully owned EV charger. We have, oh my gosh, all of the upgrades that I mentioned here and more. There's a list of them on the website, on the MLS. Ask your realtor to download the list of upgrades options for you, and you will have everything outlined there, what the owners did to make this a one-of-a-kind, spectacular, super upgraded home in the most coveted floor plan of the Uptown District, the D plan, almost 1,100 square feet in one level on the top floor, 9-foot plus ceilings, incredible feeling of spaciousness and light. That is your personal guided tour of 1260 Cleveland at the Uptown District. Thanks for watching.